I think with the clicks and the tweaking, and as Gary likes to talk about being nimble, I think the future is looking good, and I just hope that the national economy and the increase in the tax rate still leaves some disposable discretionary income to come to Carefree.
A couple of quick questions.
Sure.
I see the branding identity as life as it should be, in quotes.
Mhm.
Second question is, nowhere, on, and maybe I'm missing it, but nowhere in any banners or any materials and anything I've seen is our logo, our brand, our Carefree sundial set that we went through all the trouble to put on all of our street signs and everything else, on our entry points, on our points of entry, on our banners, on everything. Did I miss it? I mean,
What we really did is we carried over the font usage, which is really the, on all printed materials before, in a promotional nature, and then using the script of Carefree, as you see on the front of the brochure.
right.
And we stuck with that because it's very simple and easy to read, and it's already somewhat established out in the market.
Okay, I missed it. I maybe didn't phrase the question right. Was there a conscious decision not to use that brand? In addition to the word Carefree is there, but just that logo is something we were going to be using as branding.
If I recall correctly, I don't think there was a conscious decision not to use it, as much as there was a conscious decision to use just the word Carefree life as it should.
Okay. And whether we love or hate the logo of Sundial, take it for what it is, but that's how we've chosen to identify ourselves symbolically without the words. So just my thinking is, in the future, it might be something to consider in a non-critical way.
Work on is I think the challenge that a guy like me is facing is there's actually fewer businesses in the town now than when we started. So we're slowly seeing erosion. What we're really hoping to start affecting change is to start getting new businesses to move in, because that's really going to drive sales tax. And as we see fewer retailers, I know that the revenues might suffer a little bit. In the long term, we've got to get some new people in.
I mean, Gary is forever pounding on Matt's cohort, Scott Harkey, who has contacts in his level of activity, trying to find brewery-type bars, yard house microbreweries. The next thing that I wanted to touch on, just that Matt talked about, the big emphasis, the Fiesta Ball was just last week. Charles Schwab was the end of last month. We're coming up to the Arabian Horse Show, February the 14th. Barrett Jackson is January the 13th. All of the mass activity is going to be happening now.
One of the things when I first talked to Mr. Owens about this was he said you need to expand your wall. This is about what you're getting at. It's what we're comfortable with. It's the people we see in town center now. So you need to get that bigger. That's what he's trying to do. One of the things, if you go to visit carefree.org and look at the video, you'll see some things for Lake Barrett out there. He said one way you can do this is to claim the lakes. You're the closest person to the lakes, claim them as your own. That's what I think we need to do. We'll talk about revenues very shortly, but we need to expand our base of revenue. And one of the things you have to do is go outside what you're comfortable with and try and bring in new people. That's why I think when we talk about looking at females in this particular age group, I'm told they're the ones who decide where the money's spent. That makes me comfortable that we're trying to do something that's uncomfortable for this council. Because I think they're doing something that is going to be appealing to people outside of Carefree. If we appeal to people in Carefree, that's great, but we need to appeal to people who aren't Carefree to get more people in so we have a different demographic. The Christmas Festival does that very well because they're bringing families together. We don't have that many families together. So, thank you very much.
Oh, thank you.
We'll see you back here frequently now that things are up and running.
Awesome. I look forward to it.
Thank
Thank you for the great questions.
Thank you.